All right, it is time to trace and drill our mortises in the comb. Just like before on our seat and our arm, we're just tracing their comb pattern onto our board. I want the comb to be as close to the front of the board as possible. So these little corners, our front corner should be hitting the front of the board. I almost forgot the mortises.
Don't do that.
Okay, now that I have my comb pattern traced and the mortises, just like the back sticks, these mortises also have a 0 sight line. So I'm going to get my combination square, make it flush with my board, and draw my 90-degree sight lines through all these mortises. These mortises are going to be drilled at a 10-degree angle, just like our back sticks. So I'm going to return to the pattern to angle my bevel gauge to 10 degrees. So since these mortises won't be through mortises, I put a piece of tape about 1.25 inches up my spade bit so I know when to stop, so I don't go all the way through the board. I have my bevel set at 10 degrees, and I'm going to put my bevel on my 90-degree sight line. And you did this earlier when you drilled for the back sticks. We're just following this 90-degree sight line and aligning our spade bit up with our 10-degree bevel.
Instagram story.
That's what the internet is for.
Yeah, all right, we are getting so close to finishing this chair. All we have to do is glue this on and our chair will be complete. I think it looks really good so far. All right, so we have our mortise comb here that I cut out at the bandsaw at 10 degrees. So the reason we cut this out at a 10-degree angle is because it will be in line with the back long sticks, and this is mostly just for aesthetics and some comfort. If you don't have a jigsaw with a tiltable base or a bandsaw, you can cut this out straight at 90 degrees and it's not a problem. But we're doing 10 degrees because we are fancy. So we start by cutting out the ends at 90 degrees, and then I tilted the bandsaw to 10 degrees and cut this out. And it's very important to pay attention to the orientation. So with the mortise side up, the inside curve is facing the post of the bandsaw, and we cut it out on this side and then on this side, and that gives us a perfect tilt back 10-degree comb. All right, so this is our final assembly component. I can't believe we've made it here. So I have the comb, it's been sanded, it's been mortised, it's ready to go. And I also marked 2 points on the outer sticks, which is where we're gonna drill for the pegs. So we're gonna glue this comb on, and then we're gonna secure it in place using 2 wooden pegs. These right here are actually from takeout chopsticks. You don't need anything fancy. I've used barbecue skewers on my chairs before, and since these are takeout chopsticks, they're tapered, but if you had some other material, it's a good idea to just taper the end a little bit. You could do that with a block plane. And so I have this laying on its back like this, and we do that so that when the comb gets glued on, the glue doesn't run down the long sticks. And so yeah, let's get into the glue up. All right, and now I'm gonna take my yardstick and I'm gonna measure the height of the comb. We wanna make sure that the comb is parallel to the arm bow. I'm at 15 inches right here. This one needs to go down a bit more. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now it's time to drill for the pegs. So I set the depth with some blue tape on this drill bit, and we are going to drill through the sticks, but we don't want the drill to go all the way through the comb.